Have you ever felt like your mind is constantly racing, spinning in endless loops of self-doubt, fear, and what-ifs?
Like you're stuck in a thought prison you can't escape from?
I'm not good enough. What if something goes wrong? What if they don't like me? I'll never figure this out. Yeah, that was me for years. Overthinking wasn't just a habit. It was a way of life, one that slowly drained my energy, crushed my confidence, and left me feeling paralyzed. And what made it worse was that I truly believed these thoughts were facts, truths, reality, but they weren't. And realizing that, really understanding that, was the first crack in the wall. Today, I want to share something deeply personal with you. My journey from mental chaos to inner clarity. From being trapped in toxic thought spirals to becoming a person with freedom, joy, and focus. This isn't theory. It's not therapy speak. It's what actually worked for me, and might just work for you too. Let's begin. Disclaimer: this is my personal experience, not professional advice. Everyone has negative thoughts. Let's start with a confession. I used to think I was the only one whose brain would flood with negative chatter for no reason. But over time I realized everyone deals with this. We all have those thoughts. I'm not smart enough. They like someone else more than me. I'll never make it. They sneak in during quiet moments, while you're brushing your teeth, lying in bed, walking into a room full of people. It's like your brain suddenly becomes your worst enemy. But here's the thing, these thoughts aren't just unpleasant. They're what psychologists call dysfunctional thoughts. Thoughts that actively work against you. They don't protect you. They don't help you grow. They don't bring solutions. They only paralyze you. And worst of all, they often become self-fulfilling. The trap of self-fulfilling prophecies. Let me give you a scenario, one that happened to me more times than I'd like to admit. You meet someone new, a friend of a friend, maybe a colleague. The interaction seems normal, but then you go home, and your mind starts spinning. Did I say something stupid? Did they think I was boring? They probably like my friend more than me. And suddenly, you're living inside this movie script you've made up in your head. No evidence, just fear, just assumption. Next time you meet them, you're not relaxed. You're second-guessing every word, smiling too much or too little. You're not you. They sense that. Something feels off to them. And maybe they do lose interest, but not because of who you are, because of how you believed your thoughts. That right there is the trap. Dysfunctional thinking doesn't just hurt. It reshapes your reality, understanding the source. This was the point where I had to ask, where are these thoughts even coming from? And maybe you've wondered the same. Why do we think things that aren't true? Why do we believe we're not good enough, even when no one ever said that to us? Here's what I've come to believe. Your brain is a survival machine. A hyper-fast, ultra-efficient computer that's constantly scanning the world for danger. It doesn't care about happiness. It cares about keeping you safe. And how does it do that? By preparing for the worst. That's why sometimes, while driving or walking or doing absolutely nothing, a bizarre or dark thought will pop up. Not because you're broken, but because your brain is running simulations, constantly calculating threats. That doesn't mean these thoughts are useful. Most of them are junk data. They're not truth. They're not insight. They're just static, mental noise, and you don't have to obey them. The door technique. Here's the metaphor that changed everything for me. Imagine each thought as a knock at your door. Some are helpful, some are nonsense, some are outright toxic. But here's the question. Do you open the door or not? You don't control the knocking, but you do control what comes in. And the moment I stopped letting every negative thought walk straight into my living room, everything started to change. Tool number 1, give it a name. Still, I needed something more, something tangible. So I created a technique. I gave my negative inner voice a name, Dizzy. Why dizzy? Because that's how those thoughts made me feel. Off balance, spinning, not grounded. Now every time a thought like, "You're not good enough," popped into my head, I didn't say, "I think I'm not good enough." I said, "Oh, Dizzy's talking again." That one shift, that naming, put distance between me and the thought. It let me observe the thought instead of being inside it. And when you're the observer, you're in control, not the voice. Tool number 2, talk back. Then I started talking back, not with anger or fear, with curiosity, with attitude. When Dizzy said, "They don't like you because you're weird," I responded with, "Okay, and what now? Got anything else to say?" It sounds silly, but it works. Because the moment you stop automatically accepting your thoughts as truth, they start to lose their power. Most thoughts don't survive a challenge. They evaporate the moment you shine a light on them. The transformation. I practiced this for weeks. Not perfectly, but consistently. And here's what happened. 70–80% of my negative thoughts disappeared within days. My mind felt quieter. I had whole mornings, then whole days without toxic inner commentary. I could actually live, not just think about living. It wasn't magic. It was awareness. It was practice. And it changed my life. Final thoughts: overthinking ruins relationships. It kills joy. It drowns ambition. But only if you believe every thought that knocks at your door. You don't have to. You can listen differently. You can label the voice. You can talk back. You can take your power back. Try this for 2 weeks. Just observe. Just label. Just pause before reacting. And then tell me what happens. I'd love to hear your story. Disclaimer. This video shares my personal experience and the tools I developed through years of self-observation and experimentation. It is not professional mental health advice. If you're struggling with persistent negative thoughts, anxiety, or depression, please consult a licensed therapist or mental health provider.